If you were thinking about living in Alameda, California, and the East Bay, here are 5 reasons you will love living on the island. Number 1 thing to love about living in Alameda is the public school system. The school district is ranked the top 20% of all public school districts in California. That's pretty impressive. When it comes to elementary schools, there are 10 elementary schools. According to gradeschools.org, over half of them are highly ranked. When it comes to middle schools, there are some charter options, and then there are some schools that are K through 8, but there are 2 proper middle schools that are public that are grades 6 through 8. Lincoln Middle is the more highly rated of the 2 middle schools. So for high schools, behind me is Alameda High, which is one of 2 high schools that are just 9 through 12. There are 2 other combination high schools that are junior high and senior high, and those are both highly ranked. This school, like many other Alameda schools, is known for its college readiness, its high graduation rate, top rated on gradeschools.org. Another thing to love about Alameda is the high concentration of restaurants, local shops along Park and some of their other main streets, the main thoroughfares.
Go to a movie and then you can walk to a bar or restaurant.
Hampered Pup, I always thought that was a, what do you call it, like a...
No, it's not a Groomers, it's a little
yes,
hot dog place.
I thought it's a hot
kind
dog
of
place.
misleading,
But there's like old businesses like Park Jewelers. There's the original, what was it called, House of Bagels? Yeah, that's the original one across the street. So there are a lot of businesses that have been here for decades that are still here. So another thing to love about Alameda is that it supports smaller businesses. Game shops. I think there's a candy store across the way. What else did you see that was like classic? Let's keep walking. Yeah. This was the place.
This was subpar.
This was subpar, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now it says Tot Tank, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's a cute little
place has been here
diner up
forever.
here, I feel like. Is it up here? Yeah, this place. Is
No, that's
is that what I'm thinking of?
oh yeah,
This deli?
No.
Where's that diner?
It's there are a couple.
This place is cute too.
The tasting room?
There's lots of places for classes for kids. Like there's the karate place. There's like, I don't know, I feel like I see a bunch of those. You know, like taekwondo.
Yeah, they definitely have. There's a lot of activities for children that are free.
Yeah.
And then of course paid classes like these ones.
There's like community pools also. Dude, we gotta go to the German place.
As I was saying, a lot of locally owned places. This is the Alameda Bicycle Store. Now we're gonna go over the Pacific Pinball Museum. They have like 90 games from 1940s to present day. Another place that's also great for kids.
Like over 90 games just this year, so it's a lot of rooms.
Wow. Oh yeah, we won't bump into anybody. I know we have some serious players.
Yeah.
So another thing to enjoy, there are tons of open spaces, open parks like this with places to barbecue and picnic. There are people over here who were kiteboarding or windsurfing. The water isn't as tumultuous here as it is in some other parts of the bay, so not ideal for actual surfing, but for other water sports it's great. In addition, you have people walking their dogs. There are 2 dog parks over here, a small dog park and a large dog park. So if you have dogs, that's another bonus of living in Alameda, all the spaces for on-leash and off-leash activity. So another plus of living on the island is that there are 2 ferries. So if you like ferry rides, not traveling by car to work or other public transportation, there's the Main Street Ferry Terminal on this side of the island, which is the west end. There's also the Seaplane Ferry Terminal, also on the west end, but closer to the south side of the island. So if you are a baseball fan and you want to catch a baseball game, it's only a 22-minute ferry ride from Alameda to San Francisco's AT&T Park. Another thing to love about Alameda is that they have the Alameda Flea Market the first Sunday of every month. In addition,
It's an antiques fair too, so it's antique focused. Yeah.
and that brings us to this place, along with a bunch of other shops in Alameda that have great antiques.
Great thrifting.
Yeah, great thrifting. One thing to note about Alameda, it feels like it was put in a time capsule, because it's like when you cross from Oakland into Alameda,
It still it has a charm.
it's like there are things about Oakland that changed along the 880 that looks really industrial, and then you immediately cross into Alameda on the High Street side and it's green, and a lot of the homes look like They were one maintained for years and years and years. The businesses are, a lot of them are local and not franchised and have been owned by the same families for generations. If you want a small town community vibe that's just outside of the more densely populated parts of the East Bay, this place is for you.
So when do you like to have your milk delivered?
Do you like being a homemaker in Alameda?
Nice wig. Where do you get your lashes done?